not. It's like the Bible argument. We clearly understand that the Bible is not factual every part, like Noah's Ark, things like that. Moses parting the Red Dead Sea. Now that might have happened because of some scientific thing that we thought about, but whatever. We
But
know that.
it's controversial for you to say those things sometimes to some people, which
Yeah,
is it's kind of outlandish in our heads. You know what I mean? Because it's like we're so like the way that at least our university systems and our academia is structured. It's like we're very evidence focused. Like if you don't have five things backing up what you're saying, then what you're saying is probably wrong or it's not going to be accepted. So like when a Bible, which is a historical book, so to speak, with no sourcing material, there's no like I mean there's very it's basically a book of stories and reality. Like we don't know what is real and what is fake, and that's what's hard about it, right? Like it's hard to take it as a true historical document without the types of sourcing material that that we're used to. So,
yeah. Isn't that the argument too? It's historical document versus religious tradition. Like, because like a religious, it gets really tricky when you start talking about religious truth as factual truth.
yeah.
Because what's true in a religion and how to act religiously and faithfully could make you a morally better person on the grand scheme of things, but it couldn't be it might not be factually correct. And so it's like the age old argument: do you tell your son that Santa Claus exists because it makes them believe in things and makes their life feel more open and engaging, or do you, which is a lie, or do you factually tell them the truth to make them more scientific? But that only, I feel like if we don't have some sort of belief or religious truth, you could say belief or religious truth, whatever you want, then you don't have that core element of eyes wide, that childlike openness to the world. You don't believe in people unless you see hard evidence. And I think so they both are true in a sense, true as in straight as in an arrow, but they're not. Science versus religion is a very big debate right now.
Mhm. But I mean, I think um, that's why, at least for me, who's somebody who's really not religious at all, I still have an infatuation with like fantasy. Like I love reading The Lord of the Rings. I love reading The Hobbit and stuff. It's because I still desire to have like that hope, that the infatuation with something that maybe seems a little bit outlandish. Like I don't obviously I don't believe that the stuff in those books are real, but it's like I like to place my mind in there, and I like to imagine that like I'm living in it or something like that. But that's just what real I it, like your entire life can't be just entirely based on science. Like I mean what we do is as humans is like so creative based and so like story driven. Like you were just saying, humans are great storytellers, right? Like it'd be a shame if we just stopped telling those stories.
It's Yeah, dude, and you're getting into something that I was getting into with a lot of the more creative people. Not that you're not creative, obviously, but like John Gay, who's a visionary artist, and some of the other painters and things like that, where I believe them to be almost tapping into something that I can't see, right? One,
Yeah.
because I'm colorblind, but two, just because I'm not. I make music, or that's kind of my creative outlet, or talking is kind of my creative outlet. I can't paint for shit or draw. Um, so I feel like creativity, like you said, is not, we could throw it into the religious or the argument like scientific versus religious truth. And that's its own that's kind of fits more with the religious truth or the paranormal, I guess is the word for it, truth. Because there is a realm that exists through humans consciousness that doesn't necessarily exist, because you can alter your consciousness. Let's not get into that, but you can you can drink a glass of wine. You can do a lot of different things to alter your consciousness, and that changes your perception on how you believe things. You can smile more, and that you can be happy or sad. Those change your perceptions. Depression versus extra positivity changes how you view the world. um and there's also like things like paintings that did not exist before they were painted. Where did that come from? Movies, the Avengers, things
Yeah.
like that. We all like, there are things that are paranormal, and when I'm saying paranormal, I don't mean ghosts. I hope you mean not you, but everyone else. I mean in the realm of supernatural that exist, that everybody can understand, but no, it's not tangible you know
Yeah. No, totally. I mean that's creation, right? Like that's creativity. I mean the two words come from the same, they're the same root, right? Creation and creativity. But I mean, what people can do is incredible. I mean, art is like, how does something that has, I mean, no words written to it, no meaning other than like what you see, like how does that give you like such, it can give some people such emotion. And like there are paintings that